of physical issues and giving you all a break from the physical issues, because we have received a lot of requests to work on different issues called inflammation, or working on the skin issues, working on swelling, working on different health issues, uric acid. So mind and body, as we say, are always interconnected. And the more we develop clarity at our mental level, automatically the dis-ease, the one which we are not at ease with ourselves, if that at a mental level disappears, the dis-ease in your body also starts disappearing. So we had today's topic is decision making and discipline, and that was based on, we had received a question from Anup, I guess. So Anup, this entire week is for you, and where he said that no matter what, not being able to follow any discipline and not being able to do things, because I want to do something, but I'm not being able to do that. If Mac is there, Mac, can you please read the question, or I will just check? Mac, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you just the first paragraph, can you just tell me what he had?
Yes, ma'am. I am always facing delays and hurdles in anything I do. Even discipline gets diverted and results delayed.
So Mac, can you please repeat the first line?
I am always facing delays and hurdles in anything I do.
Okay. How many of you feel the same thing, that you are always facing delays and hurdles or obstructions in your life, in anything you do? Everyone, Pala is saying this, Yogesh is saying this, Shilpa is saying this, Rita is saying me, Rita is saying yes. So, yes, Nita, you have raised hand to say that you also feel, or you want to say something? If you want to say something, can you please unmute Nita Zaveri? Okay, nothing. Yeah. So I believe that 95% of you will say that we also feel the hurdles coming into our life, and what we want to do, we are not able to do that. So my question is that if everybody is facing this problem, everybody would have worked towards the resolution of it. What kept you away from the resolution? What was that one thing in life which you really didn't want to delay? Every new year will come very soon. We all have a lot of new resolutions for the year. This year, I will 100% do this. This year, I will do that. I'll make sure I'll do this. Then why is it that you are unable to do that? Is there anyone who has the clarity? Yogesh is saying, I avoid making resolutions. Okay. So that is fine. But you didn't say I don't make resolutions, which means you do make resolutions, but you avoid telling your conscious mind that I want to make any new resolutions. Probably the burden of it is too much. Lack of decision making. Yeah. Do you have to make any resolution to say, tell your body that today morning I'll get up and I must breathe. I'll get up and I must open my eyes like this. I must get up and I must walk like this. I must get up and my hand must move like this. Do you have to make any resolutions for that? No. Why? Why is it that you don't have to make any resolutions there? Autopilot, it is autonomic. Yes. And who controls this autopilot? Body understands. Your mind also does understand. Your soul also understands whether your resolution was for the spiritual growth. Body's intelligence do that on its own. Where exactly is this body's intelligence stored? Where is it? Mind, soul. I'm just reading people's answers. So if we have to say, Garima is saying subconscious mind, chakras, cells. Yeah, so it is stored in our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind controls all the major organs, my heart, my kidney, what I require for my autopilot. I can tell my hand, you stop here, you pull this. I cannot tell my heart and kidney to do something. So it is in the control of my subconscious mind. Where exactly is my subconscious mind stored then? It is stored in my every cell, my cellular structure, everywhere it is stored. My conscious mind is being governed by my brain, my intellect. My intellect is the one which does understand duality, which does understand to put things into two opposite categories. This is good, this is bad. I want to do this, I don't want to do this. The subconscious mind does not have the brain component. It is simply the memory house, storage house. All that you experienced in the past and all experiences as per your perception is stored there, not necessarily right one. A newborn child is crying and is in the crib and does not see the mother and feels my mother doesn't love me. Mother is right there, she loves her, but she is not allowed because of the hospital restrictions to enter for the child's safety. Child does not understand this. He knows only one reality. I was in the womb for 40 weeks with this soul. She is not even bothered to keep me with her. My mother does not love me. Is my experience stored in my subconscious mind? And then that experience goes on multiplying. So the first few years, when the brain is still developing, how we understood. And then those experiences rule our current understanding. In spite of having all our intelligence, why do we hold on to the past baggage? Is that very intelligent or is that very stupid? Somebody hurt you, hurt your feelings 20 years back. The person is probably no more, is died. But in your conversation, you will still say the same thing. You know what, when I got married, this is how my mother-in-law treated me. When that had happened, my husband told me this thing. You know what, that happened, then my child spoke to me like that. You know what, this is what happened. That pain in your eyes is that you have developed your intelligence. You are probably a very intelligent person. But now what is governing your life? Your emotions. And what is governing your emotions? Your subconscious. It's a vicious circle. Probably what happened as a kid, where my mother said no to eat ice cream because my throat is paining me. For me, that was equivalent to my mother rejected me. She doesn't love me. For my intellect, how stupid. But that is what, because I do not choose to go back to that time. That experience has overpowering. And today's reality, my intellect, I shut it. How does that make any sense to me? To hold on to what happened, which is over, which is completed. We all are holding on to those past baggages. This is how my father treated me. This is how my mother treated me. My boss spoke to me like this. My husband spoke to me like this. This person told me this. Just the saga never ends. And that starts ruling our life. Coming back to our today's topic, the obstructions are not external, they are internal. The delays are not by accident, a very consciously chosen choice that we have made at a subconscious level. And that's why it is getting delayed. What I understand very easily and effortlessly, what my mind develops the clarity. Everyone on this earth makes sure that they work towards it. People who are finding excuses that I started, but then this happened. I was doing it, but then that happened. Probably because that's not your topmost priority. And that is not your topmost priority because probably it's not that important for you. At a logical level, it is important for you. At a subconscious level, it is not. I remember years back when I was teaching a past life class, and my students are always very excited to work on me together because they find me a very difficult one to handle. Because at my very deep level of meditative state also, I can correct them. No, you did this wrong. No. You are supposed to count this. You are supposed. But why did you ask this question? You should have asked this question. That opens up the door. That is another dimension to look at it. And that point of time, I was working on the same problem of not being able to get any resolution to the weight issue, which certain medicine that I had taken, the side effect had caused me. And one student was super excited. She's like, please let me work on, let me, then you correct me where I'm going wrong. I said, am I supposed to be in the hypnotic trance, or I'm supposed to be aware and tell you what is right and what is wrong? She said, in any case, you're always aware. And to cut the story short, towards the end, she just said only one thing. You know what? Actually, there is no problem. But you tell me one thing. If it is your exercise time and a client of yours is in too much pain and agony, they call up, which one would you choose? My answer was very clear. Yeah, because they are in pain, or my family, somebody is unwell, something is there. What would you choose? Them. She said, it is not that you are not, but for any physical body to get back to that the kind of dedication, determination, your soul has chosen only and only this particular path. Probably it is your life purpose. And you're not putting in that effort. She said, like my husband, I see every day. So my husband plays cricket. And no matter what happens in the world, he will exercise for 3 hours. It does not matter whether it is 3 in the night, middle of the night, whether it is morning, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whether it does not matter. So Anup, that is the reality. What we put at the topmost priority, whatever is in sync with our purpose of life, whatever is the clarity we have developed at our mental level. And then that gives you one solution to life. Whichever is the part you feel that you are being stuck, wherever you are feeling that you are facing delays, obstruction, which is not happening, you probably require to sit with yourself, write that question and ask yourself, why do I want this? How will that help me? How does that thing not happening has helped me? What are you doing about it? You understand it is getting delayed. What did you do about it? Have you taken any steps towards it? If you feel you want to move on from your past baggage, emotional baggage, you are angry towards someone, and that is blocking you. It's causing problem in your body. Nobody else is facing problem because of that. What are you doing about it? Have you taken any steps about it? And some of you may come back and tell me, no, Sangeeta, I did that forgiveness meditation. Yes, you did that forgiveness meditation of 10 minutes once. How many times have you thought about that problem? Thousands? Probably, if it is something you are carrying for years, millions of times. That is what rules your life. Have you done the forgiveness meditation also thousands of times? Have you taken a professional help to guide someone, knowing and realizing now that no soul on this earth has that extra time to invest into you to give you pain and suffering? So there is definitely some contractual obligation between the two parties. And why are you one of them? Who is the one who is holding on to it? And it honestly, after a point, does not matter, because the minute you start releasing it, when I am saying releasing, I'm not just saying releasing it here, releasing it, automatically you liberate yourself. Even if not for the other person, even if not at a spiritual level, but your physical body, for your own growth, please take one point and invest. That's why we had started that diary. Is that making sense to people? You have any questions? Before I move towards the downloads, tomorrow I will guide you through the releases also. I want you to understand. I want to understand it from you. So if anyone want to say anything, can please raise the hand and we will unmute you. Mahek, please, if anyone raises hand, please unmute them. Because I'm unable to see that. Who is there? Anyone or everybody has understood it? Kavita Gupta. Yeah. Dhruv, Anup. Yes. So please unmute Kavita ji and then Dhruv, Anup. Yeah. Hi, Kavita ji.
Hi.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful what you're doing, Sangeeta. Thanks a lot. And every day we are regularly glued to it. So, Sangeeta, I wanted to ask you, if it is soul's purpose to evolve, then why is it that it stores all these, negative or self-limiting beliefs or whatever energies in it? Why does it choose to do that?
Okay. Soul's purpose is to evolve. Can you just mute it so sound doesn't echo? Yeah. Kavita, just mute yourself. Yeah, sound doesn't echo. Yeah. Soul has its own intelligence, mind has its own intelligence, body has its own intelligence, right? Positive and negative is the not, for soul, it is simply an experience, not positive or negative. For soul, what we call positive, for example, जिसको हम बोलते हैं पुण्य, right? You know, my positive karmas. I donated money, it's a positive karma. Is that always a positive one for the soul? Probably not. Because what does the law of the universe say? What I give comes back to me. Now, my soul needs to come back to get the fruits of that positive karmas also. And at that point of time, it is my consciousness with which I operate my life decides what experiences I'm choosing to store. That is exactly what I'm saying. Positive and negative is the function of our logic, our intellect. We have stored millions of those limiting beliefs across time and space, which are blocking us. But that if we choose to identify them and release it, then it will happen. Otherwise, at a higher level, nothing is positive, nothing is negative, nothing is good, nothing is evil. It is just is. The divine is the energy of love. And when I say that it is the energy of love, then I cannot be logical about it. I love you because you're good, and I don't love you because you're bad. Jesus loved everyone in spite of knowing that they're going to poison him. So then it is not positive, negative. Positive, negative is a tool given to us, Kavita, at our intellectual level, so that we choose that this is probably that is not helping me. It is, that's why we put it in a negative category, and I need to move on from there. And that is why majority religion also say that you need to come in the human form, because it is your intellect which supports you to identify, acknowledge, to let go, to take the charge back and to move on. Unfortunately, none of us invest ourselves into doing that. Is that making sense to you? Okay, you are on mute again.
Yes. No, the question which I had was that why do we choose to block ourselves in the first place?
We do
If
not
so
know it
easy
is
to
blocking. We don't know it is
Okay.
blocking, right? It is simply an experience.
Okay.
As human, we have a lot of emotions. So our emotions start dictating us. And no emotion is good or bad. But any imbalance in the emotions creates the limiting beliefs, because cells are constantly dying and regenerating. Every cell that dies and regenerates carry forwards the previous emotion into the body intellect. And that is what starts ruling us. Because that is why we need to go back and see. The first 2 years, we are operating majorly from subconscious mind. We think the child doesn't understand from the time it entered the womb. Child, that energy does understand emotion, but doesn't have the intellect to put it into two different categories. By the time that energy develops, our intellect develops, we already have a huge pile which starts dictating. And that is what starts ruling. The karma is all imbalance is causing the problem. And there are different ways through which we can liberate ourselves. Many, many tools. Is that making sense? Her face is saying yes. Yeah, Anup will take you because this is dedicated to you. Yeah, please bring Anup on the platform. Yes, Dhruv, Anup.
Thank you, madam. My name is Anup. Dhruv is my son.
Oh, okay.
Well, madam, first of all, thanks a lot for all your sessions, and I thank my company also that is introducing this thing. Actually, before learning about your session, I have heard about the sorry and thank you, which I'm continuing because I'm always facing some of the hurdles in any form. Any means any form.
But
So,
number one, I didn't
well,
understand what company are you talking about.
BSc.
Okay, so the workshop, Bombay Stock Exchange. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
because I was wondering. Okay, fine, yeah.
So, actually, I tried with thank you and sorry whenever I face this, but still it doesn't work completely. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't work. So again, I was trying with three people whom I want to get healed with this session, but they are not accepting this. And again, I am also facing delays because they are not accepting it, and they are my very near ones.
Okay, so Anup, the first thing is the sorry and thank you word you spoke about. I do not know what have you learned about it. When we say sorry, number one, to make sure that it's, for example, if I reach late and then I say sorry, sorry, sorry. So are you saying that instead of that, you say thank you for waiting for me, or do you say sorry?
First sorry and then thank you. That's what I learned.
Okay, so I need to first understand what you learned so that then probably we'll take one entire week on sorry and thank you, because one speaks about the gratitude of having, but one many times sorry is a word or thank you is the word very much misused and misinterpreted or used to camouflage many things. I make
To
a
be precise,
mistake.
sorry, to be precise, whenever I feel that I have done anything wrong or in past or currently also, so I say sorry for myself also and in my mind only. And again, whenever I feel that things are working fine with me, I say thank you in my mind only and to God also.
Yeah, but then this that way sorry doesn't work, Arnav, because I did something wrong. I need to identify what is the way I would change it. And in life, we don't want to continue living where we feel sorry about ourselves or sorry about somebody else. So rather than that, like, if you will just write it down and see that, I make sure that I'm not sorry about it. And probably, like, even if you are entering a meeting and, like, for example, something as small as you went late and, like, thank you for waiting for me, but that doesn't mean that next time also you enter late. Because sorry, many times we say sorry and then we justify, sorry, I came late, but you know what, I got so much traffic. Does not work, because if I want to bring change in my life, I would rather that, okay, I know this is unpredictable traffic. What is the next thing I require to do? Probably I need to start early. Why don't I start early? Because probably in my mind, this is how it is. Why do I do that? So then, if you will rather next time start half an hour early, you're not sorry about it. That you may reach 10 minutes early, but then you get time to be at peace with yourself. And so rather be more action oriented there. Automatically, the delays that you're talking, I just simply give you an example. That changes because now it is not a game at your logical level, it is more at the level of your actions. Because you have decided that, what was I sorry for? What am I sorry to myself for? What am I sorry to other for? Why did I get into that situation where I have to be sorry about it? And what do I require to do to change it? And put that into action 10 times. That this is how I do it, no matter what. This is the action I take. Where I, for example, a simple resolution this entire week, I avoid that I am being sorry for myself or sorry for something else. And thank you also has to be like a more meaningful thing where we genuinely feel that gratitude. So if I have also done something, you did good, where I actually mean it, but not as a word of like, I mean, the formality, which we all do, thank you. So initially, probably it starts as a word of formality where we train our brain to be grateful about something, but then you know your reality. So ask yourself, am I being grateful about it? And do I need to tell myself this one thing? So what is the purpose? Why am I doing that? Is that making sense to you, Anu?
Yes, but I feel, ma'am, 10 minutes discussion because I actually really want to make this happen. So I think,
Are you fine to be the demo tomorrow?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we will take you as a demo tomorrow, and wherever you are facing delay, we will go deeper into working for it, or probably because this entire week is dedicated to you, there are different aspects attached to that. So one is understanding. Second is putting it to action. That requires the help of B technique, theta healing downloads, meditation, and everything. So that also we will do it. And so tomorrow I will take you as a demo and we will see how you come out. So probably, and if we will be able to finish in this week, Anup's problem of delays, then I can take Panaga as I saying I'm so emotional and fearful how to come out. Panaga, 1 week will be dedicated to you. So we will take somebody else also who is facing delays and all.
Thank you,
But
ma'am.
then if I give you question line and I ask you to give you homework, you guys need to do your homework and come back with that. Is that clear to everyone? So today's homework is write down 5 aspects where you face delays in your life. Not just the work, because majority people will choose the career and the work where they are facing delays. But even at any other level also, if you are facing delays, please write down where you are feeling delays and where you are feeling some hurdles coming into your life. That is question one. Everybody will write down that. Second, you will write down if this thing was not delayed and if you did not have any obstruction, any hurdles, what would be your ideal situation? And that I want each one to write in detail. Very, very much in detail. Ideally, what would be that situation? How do you see yourself there? Just two things, the question line will continue. I'll ask everyone to keep a daily theta diary only, the topic and any learning that comes with that. Yeah, so there's two questions. Everybody is going to keep ready. If your question answers are written, I'm assuming everybody is the part of the Daily Theta WhatsApp group. And if not, you all know the YouTube channel. Please send us your answers. If you want the help where I help you to release your delays and obstruction. Both the answers. Can you repeat the second homework? The second question, Jaisal, you mean? The second question is, if the delays, number one, you are identifying where are the delays in your life and what are the obstructions. The second question is, if you did not have any of these delays and any of these obstructions, what would be the reality for you? For example, somebody says that if I didn't have the delay in my work, probably I would have got that much money. I would have been staying in this house. I would be the director of the company, I was doing that. So that way, what would be the situation in your life? I want you to write it down in detail and send those answers to us. Question 1, answer. Question 2, answer. Clear, everyone? And trust me, if you will give me your answers when I take the rounds, I will make sure that I'm covering everyone's aspect. Is this clear to everyone? Okay. So guys, it's already late. So simply passing healing tomorrow. Don't worry, there will be this week lot of downloads and the releases. So passing healing to each one and just a simple download for each one. So creator of all that is, it is commanded to instill the feelings into each one, that each one knows how to be in flow with the universal flow and without consciously or subconsciously blocking themselves and inviting and attracting any obstructions. They now let go of the obstructions and allowing the flow to dictate, to regain the balance back into their life, and that it is completely possible without delaying their own healing at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual level, at a financial level. But each one's highest and best in the highest and best possible way, creator of all that is. It is commanded that each one knows how to do that easily, effortlessly, and gracefully, that it is safe, it is possible. And each one is deserving for a beautiful life without delaying and without obstructions. Into every cell of their body, every area of their life, at all the four levels of their beliefs, for each one's highest and best, for the highest and best possible way. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. Creator, show me. Creator of all that is, it is commanded to instill this feelings into each one who says yes now and later while watching the video. Thank you. Passing healing and love and light to everyone. So thank you everyone for joining. And we'll have a very exciting week, life transforming week. You all are going to have genuinely a lot of fun, because this is at the core, it is not just the problem with Anup, it is the problem with everyone. And at a core level, which is blocking many of us. So let us this week attack our delays and our obstructions and allow ourselves to regain our flow and balance back. Thank you. Do send me your answers. Waiting to get your answers. See you all tomorrow, 9 a.m. sharp. Thank you.